All right, so in this video, we're going to be covering the conversion between logarithmic form and exponential form and vice versa from exponential to logarithmic. So the conversion is technically used when we're simplifying in problems or using them in word problems, but the skill is really important to have overall because there's lots of problems where they'll give you a complete line of logarithmic form and say convert to exponential form so that you can simplify or vice versa again. So let's cover 4 examples, 2 of which will be converting from logarithmic to exponential, and then 2 of which will be exponential to logarithmic. All right, so for example 1, we're going to deal with converting a logarithmic equation into an exponential form. So we're given y equals log 7, 9. So what we need to recognize right away is that number 7 is actually going to be called our base. So we can actually just even note that in right away and just say number 7 here, or the 7 here, is considered to be our base. Okay, so to convert between these two, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to say, let's consider moving this 7 and getting rid of the log. So to get rid of the log here, we're going to actually shift this base up to be the base number of the exponent of the other side. So what I mean by that is if we start with y is equal to log 7, 9, then in order to get rid of this log, the conversion actually means that we're going to take this 7 over to the other side and make it the base number of the exponent. So we're going to get 7y is equal to 9. So our 9 is going to stay, the 9 that was in front of the logarithm, that is. So this number here is going to stay here. And then our y is actually going to become our exponent. So this number here, the y, gets lifted up. And so we get a final answer of 9 is equal to 7y. And so we could leave it like this because now we know we have an exponential form. And based on our general terms on our first slide, we know that this is true. All right, let's consider our second example here. So we have write the exponential equation 86 equals log 5y in exponential form. So yet again, what we're going to have to do is if we want to get rid of this log, we have to shift our base number. So our base number here is number 5. We have base of 5. And then what we're going to have to do is shift that 86 up into the exponent and leave our y. So let's just rewrite our equation as it is. So we have 86 is equal to log 5y. Remember, we're going to want to leave this y, shift the 5 over as our base, and then move the 86 up into the exponent. So what this is going to look like is we're going to have 86 is equal to y, where 86 is now our exponent and 5 is the base of that exponent number. And at this point, we would say that is our final solution. Okay, now it says let's write the exponential equation x equals 373, 3 to the 73 in logarithmic form. So we're just going to undo exactly what we just did. Now we want to, because there's no log in our equation, we're going to try and force that log into the equation by converting it. So we know that this number here, this number 3, is still going to be our base number. Whether it's the base of our exponential or the base of our log, it's going to be the same. So we're going to say this 3 is our base number. And now if we rewrite that same equation out, so we're going to say x is equal to 3 to the 73, then if we do that same shift, we're going to say this shifts down to the base of our log, the x is going to stay out in front of the log, and the 73 is going to shift down in the 3's place. So now our equation becomes log 3 as our base because it shifted to the base, x is staying out front, is equal to 73, which shifted down from the exponent. And that's our final solution. So it's just a matter of shifting these numbers back and forwards when you're dealing with the conversion. And therefore, we would say that this is our final solution of converting to exponential. All right, and then so we have the same kind of ideas as the last problem. We have write the exponential equation 7x equals 3 in logarithmic form. Well, let's identify the base. So our base number is 7. And then to convert, we basically just have to shift these all. So we have, let's rewrite 7x equals 3. We're going to shift the 7 into the base. We're going to keep our 3 as it is. And then we're just going to move our x down into the place of 7. So we get x is equal to log, right, our base number, which is 7, is equal to 3, which is that number that stays. And therefore, we know that this is our final solution.